we're going to talk about today is blossom, one of the most crucial stages of our berry development that we have. But before that, we're going to go back a few months into winter time, and where the plant itself is in dormancy, and we do our pruning schedule. So as you can see here, we have this nice green lush canopy, big leaves that reflect light and absorb heat. But in the winter time, what it's done is we have our pruning schedule. Each variety is a bit different. Some are cut back further than others. But for the most part, when the leaves are off and it's pruned, it pretty much looks like a vineyard skeleton. The vines themselves are pretty much dead looking, and it's hard to imagine that you can get such a green lush canopy in only a few months after the temperatures warm up. But after winter dormancy, what we start to see is little buds appear on the vines, and from those buds, as the temperature keeps rising, we get bud burst, and from bud burst, that's where the leaves and the shoots start to develop. And pretty much it only takes a short amount of time, a couple months, before you start looking like this. So in April we had our bud burst, and in June we're starting to see this lush canopy, which leads then to, as the temperatures keep rising and the weather permits, we start developing clusters. And then after we get our clusters, same thing goes, as weather permitting and the vines are happy, we get blossom. And blossom being the most crucial stage, because that's where we get pollination and then fertilization. So the weather conditions can play a gigantic part on what your crop yield is going to be like, and your production and berry type, berry quality, things of that nature. Fortunately, we've had mild, warm temperatures. We did have a down spell of rain. It was about 4 days of pounding rain, which was very unusual for this area. But it was followed up by some nice weather, and everything's starting to look really nice. But I'll give you a couple shots of this blossom, and if you look real close, you can see it. It kind of looks like a berry cluster, but it has little tiny flowers, and those flowers get pollinated, and then eventually the fertilization process takes place, and those clusters will turn into berries, which we'll monitor very closely over the summer months and into fall. And once we get into fall, that's where we start taking sugar content of the grape to see kind of where they're at and when we decide to harvest them. Now each variety is a bit different on the sugar levels that we like, so it's constant monitoring, and when that variety hits the level that we desire, then we harvest and take them into town, actually out to the winery, and start making wine. So I'll keep you posted through the summer, and we'll follow the berry development, and until then, we'll see you soon. The Farmer D.